If your life sucks, it's no one else's problem but your own. It's time for you to change. And if you're looking to change, stay tuned. My name is Mr. X, and this is H2EIM Time. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for you to wake up and smell the motivation. Once again, my name is Mr. X, and this is H2EIM Time, where it's all motivation all the time. Now, today what we are going to be doing is we are going to be talking about 7 if-then statements that are going to change your life. That's right, 7 if-then statements. So, if you think you're interested, then make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell notification too to make sure you guys are notified every time I post a video. The reason why I'm making this video is because a lot of people that I've ever talked to, as well as clients, they're always focused on the ifs. They're always focusing on, oh, if there was a chance that this happened, I would have been successful, or oh, if this thing happens to me that day, then I'm gonna I'm gonna join you in your business, right? They're always waiting on either chance or a sign. And ladies and gentlemen, that is no way to live your life. You guys should be calculated, organized, and you guys should be the makers of your own destiny. Simple as that. Alright, so my first if-then statement goes out to all my students out there watching. And I'm not just saying my students, but I'm also talking about whether it's college students, high school students, junior high, elementary, whatever age you are and you guys are watching this video. This is your if-then statement. If your grades are not where you want them to be, change your study habits. Ladies and gentlemen, the best way to understand why your grades are failing is to look at the way you're studying. Are you just reading the book over and over again to see if it's sticking? Or are you going in depth? Are you making sure that you understand what the text is saying? Are you using the equations, understanding not only how to get the answer, but how to also plug in different variables that may end up within the equation? Guys, the better you understand the problem, the better you can find a solution. Simple as that. Number 2. If-then statement number 2 is, if you did not reach your goals, then understand why you didn't. Guys, everything should be trial and error when it comes to hitting your goals. Maybe the reason why you're not hitting your goals is because at this time, you are setting too high of a goal for yourself. The best thing to do is that if you did not hit your goals, first take an in-depth look at yourself and where you are at this moment in time. The best thing to do when you're doing this is to understand where your limits are now. Now, I'm not telling you to focus on those limits, but what I'm telling you to do is make sure you guys know what your limits are, so then later on, as you're hitting your goals, you take it step by step until finally that limit that was before isn't anymore. Let me give you an example, right? Or let me even give you a couple examples. Say you're going to the gym, right, and you want to get super buff, and you want to gain those muscles, and you want to be lifting those heavy weights. You can't just go straight into squatting 500 pounds. Trust me, if you have never gone to the gym before and you try to squat 500 pounds, you are not only going to break your knees, you're going to break your back, and you are going to break your hope for ever becoming strong. So what do you have to do first? First, you have to make sure you stretch right, make sure you ate right before, make sure you're hydrated, make sure that you stretch. And then what you want to do is you want to start off with light weights and then start building to that 500-pound goal, guys. Like I said in some of my previous videos, you have to stay organized and you have to take it step by step by step. Alright? Another perfect example. Let's say that you wanted to learn how to draw, right? That you wanted to learn how to draw this beautiful masterpiece of a picture, and yet the only thing you can draw right now are stick figures. You're not going to wake up overnight, you're not going to wake up in the morning and be able to draw the Mona Lisa, and the night before you were only able to draw a stick figure. Guys, it is all up to building, learning how to do shades, learning how to focus on depth, learning how to understand all these things. Another perfect example is, let's say that you are trying to make money, right? The only way you're going to make money, you're not going to wake up and be an overnight success. Trust me, a lot of great entrepreneurs always say that overnight success is really somebody who's been working 10 years to get where they want to be, or working 5 years. It's all about time and effort and dedication. Another example, right? I just thought of it, popped into my mind, playing an instrument. See, right now I play the saxophone. I've been practicing for a few years now. I'm somewhat good at it, right? But if I want to get better, I have to improve, I have to practice. I'm trying to learn guitar, right? So if I want to play the guitar, I also have to practice that. I have to understand how it works, the different strums. I have to make sure my fingers are adjusted to it. If I want to play the drums or a tuba or a trumpet, any of those instruments, anything that you do when it comes to improving yourself or hitting your goals, you have to take it one step at a time, and you have to understand where your limits are, so that way you can succeed them, or you can just pound them out and break your limits. Speaking of the gym, if then statement number 4 is, if you don't like where your body is right now, then hit the gym and start eating better. Simple as that, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't like where your body is, then you change it. Don't blame McDonald's. Oh, listen, dude, it's just that I pass McDonald's every day and I get mad hungry. No, forget that. The only way that your body is going to change, you can't just wake up and say, hey, look, I'm skinny again, you know what I mean? That doesn't work. Trust me, I've tried it. It doesn't work. The only way that you are going to get to where you want your body is by eating right. Definitely eating right, most important thing, and then going to the gym and getting some exercise. If you can't get to a gym, your home can be a gym. Just look up a whole bunch of home workouts. As simple as that. Follow a plan. Simple. Tip number 4 is, if your finances are not where you want them to be, then analyze your spending habits, okay? I was recently watching a video by Dan Locke, massive entrepreneur, tons of money, and tons of wisdom. My guy was showing me this information, and it says that, and what he was saying was that the only difference between rich people and poor people is their spending habits, okay? Rich people, they watch what they're spending, okay? They understand how much money is coming in and how much money is coming out, and they're making sure to make smart investments, okay? If you're looking at yourself and you spend $200 on a pair of shoes, then you have a problem. If you look at yourself and you're wasting $100 or $150 every month on fast food, then you have a problem. Guys, listen to me when I'm telling you this, okay? You want to make a lot of money? It's time for you to start making better spending habits. I'm going to leave the link to Mr. Locke's video. I believe it's right here. I'm going to leave it right here. That way you guys can go check it out after you've watched my video and given it a like. If then statement number 5. Now that we talked about money, let's talk about your job. That's right, the vicious job that you're still working at. If you don't like your job, then quit. But before you do, listen, okay? If you're going to quit your job, if you don't like where you're working, look for a better job first. Always have a plan, okay? Don't just willy-nilly say, oh, I quit. I'm going to go be a YouTube content creator. Now, some people can do this. Trust me, some people have the potential, but most people do not, okay? So before you quit your job, make sure you look for better options. Listen, even if you take a pay cut, all right? And I know money's the move right now. But even if you have to take a pay cut, I need you to understand, the longer you work at a job that you do not like, the worse you are going to feel, and that is going to mess up your mental capabilities. And if it messes up your mental capabilities, that's going to lead to depression, overeating, health problems, sleep problems. All of these things are going to affect your body if you do not get out of a harsh situation, okay? So, first things first, if you do not like your job, look for a better one. Once you've found a better one that you love doing, one that you enjoy, hand in that 2-week notice and say, peace out, boss. If then statement number 6, let's talk about your love life right now. Are you in a relationship? Are you happy in your relationship? If you aren't happy in your relationship, then communicate, all right? You need to talk to your significant other and you need to tell them, hey, listen, I'm not happy right now. Something's going on. I want to talk this out with you. And if they don't listen to you, then you leave. Simple as that. You talk to them, say, hey, listen, I don't think this is working out anymore. You're not talking to me. Give them a chance. right? Give them a chance to talk to themselves, right? Be like, hey, listen, I'm sorry, I've been really busy right now, just give me another chance. If you've given them like 800 chances already, the door's that way. Pack your bags, pack your stuff, and leave. If you guys are in a relationship, that you guys aren't married yet, leave, okay? You guys still have a chance. For those of you that are married, different subject, okay? If you guys cannot seem to talk to each other, right? If there's no communication whatsoever, seek counseling. Trust me, you guys have already said, I do, okay? You guys have committed, you guys are committed, maybe you guys are just hitting a rough patch. But what you need to understand is that that is your significant other. They got down on one knee, they proposed to you, they're willing to do it, and sometimes with time it just gets a little stressful. So maybe seek a counselor, like, hey, listen, I know we're having some problems. Do you mind if we go to a therapist, talk to them about this, a marriage counselor, something like that. But if you're dating, right, you give them a chance, right? You can say, hey, listen, I want to talk things out. I really love you. I really care about you. I want to figure this out. And if they don't want to, then you leave. Simple as that. Number 7, let's talk about you single people out there. So, if then statement number 7 is, if you're single, then think about staying single. Ladies and gentlemen, I know that everyone out there has their perfect person, right? Everybody has somebody for somebody, but let me tell you this. If you don't need nobody, then don't worry about it. Stay single, enjoy the single life. Do you, live it up how you want to live it up, responsibly. But listen, guys, you don't have to go out there chasing your relationship. Give it time. The relationship will come to you. You don't gotta stress about it. Stop going on Tinder. Stop going on Bumble. Stop going on whatever. Stop swiping right and start swiping life. Go outside. Take a breath of fresh air. Go back inside. Eat a bag of chips. Watch some TV. Go on the internet. Watch some anime. Why not? Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy you. You don't need somebody to tell you you're pretty. You don't need yourself. You don't need somebody to tell you you're good looking. Look in the mirror and say, hey, listen, you one good looking person. Man, I'm so lonely. Wait, is that still recording? I'm just kidding. And those, ladies and gentlemen, are the 7 if-then statements that are going to change your life. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure to tell your friends, your family, even tell your dog about me. Till next time, Carpe Universum.